Hello! It's the 5th of December today and time for another travel question. But before we kick off, let's look at yesterday's question again. So we asked, how many countries are there in between the Republic of France and the Kingdom of the Netherlands? And the answer is 0. So if you look at a map of Europe, it looks like there's one country separating them, Belgium. But if you look at the Caribbean, there's actually an island named St. Martin. It actually consists of 2 parts, which is named the same thing, spelled a bit differently though. But more importantly, one of them belongs to France and the other one to the Netherlands. Now you may think that that doesn't really matter that much, being located so far from Europe and not counting. But in the world of the EU and rules and regulations, it actually really matters. Because you see, in the EU, and both France and the Netherlands is a part of the EU, there's a rule saying that you can work and retire in any of the EU countries. And that means that once an EU citizen reaches retirement age, they could pack up their stuff, get a full pension, and move to a Caribbean island, sitting there sipping martinis all day. Except that if you look at the European flag, the stars there, they're basically footnotes representing exceptions to rules, because that's what the EU is all about. And one such exception is in place, saying that Europeans cannot go to the Caribbean to retire. However, it does work the other way around, so if you live in a Caribbean island belonging to an EU country, then you can move to a place that is more expensive and colder when you want to retire. And speaking of rules and regulations, let's segue over to today's question, which is about who breaks the rules the most often. Or to be more specific, which country has the highest number of crimes per capita?
So over to today's travel tip, for those of you who answered the last question right. This is a tip for anyone who wants to play Indiana Jones. Because just a 20-minute train ride outside of Oslo city centre is the beginning of a hike to an airplane wreck. It crashed in the 1940s and is just left in the forest. From the train station, the hike takes about 30 to 45 minutes, although a bit longer in winter. However, the bonus of visiting in winter is that the wreck is completely covered in snow. As you uncover it, it really feels like you're Indiana Jones rediscovering a forgotten treasure. Check out the link in the description for full details on how to get there.
So stay tuned tomorrow for the answer to our question and another tip about traveling in Norway.